Well, tell me about Odessa. You guys haven't played them yet, have you?
We played them once, you know, in their ranking. That was a close game. They're definitely a team that it worked. I thought they worked really hard. You know, they hit hard. They're aggressive. I thought they outplayed us. We probably deserved a better fate in that game. You know, we were able to sneak one out on the road there, and I told our guys then that we really have to come out tonight. This weekend, sorry, and make sure that we come hard at it. And it's one of those things where we got something good going right now, and let's not make it an effort reason, you know, that we stop what we're trying to accomplish here. Make sure we come out, work hard, we execute, and if we can do that, then we can have some great success.
You have talked about it a little bit. Tell me how you're rotating your two goaltenders. You don't have a number one, do you?
No, I keep flip-flopping them, you know, and you know, one of the last few games I know against Wichita Falls, we've been using Tafer in net there. That's more because he played in the first game, kind of knows him, won the second game, and was won the third game against him. So I kind of stick into that, you know, kind of scheme right now. But this weekend, they'll both get action this weekend. You know, we'll get Topeka next weekend. They'll both get action there. Then we get the 4-game weekend after that, where it's kind of nice to have two goalies that you feel confident with and our players feel confident with, and you know, they can go out there and get us some wins.
Tell me about Carl Beckman. You named him captain or assistant captain this week?
Yeah, we named Carl assistant captain. You know, he's just a great young man. He works hard, he competes hard, he battles. You know, he's one of those guys that you would love to have in the locker room. He's vocal, he leads by example. He does a really good job with the new guys and the young guys. He's a big brother to them, and you know, it's something that we really take a lot of pride in, Rock and I, when we select these guys, and we just don't choose them because, again, they're a 20-year-old or they played X amount of games or scored this many goals. We really want to find the true leaders, and he was one that kind of sparked my attention here again. And you know, after seeing him last week, what he was doing out of practice, maybe we said, you know what, I think he was well deserved of that.
Okay, we're going to debut, since I've been taking abuse of my crystal ball picks, which deservedly so, I admit. We're going to debut Dennis Williams and Rocky Russo's picks in our crystal ball. We're going to start with San Angelo Central at Tascosa.
With San Angelo's offense, I'm going to have to go with them.
Hereford at Randall.
Randall's defense has been solid all year. Randall will be my pick.
Canyon at Plainview.
Canyon's quarterback's in the A and B right now. That's who I'm going with.
Memphis at Wheeler.
Wheelhouse, baby.
West Texas High at not your hometown of Stratford.
Stratford, Ontario. I got to stick with them. Hometown, baby.
All right, getting scientific. College picks. WT at Midwestern State.
I'll take Midwestern State because their trainer is an alumnus from there.
There you go. Texas Tech at Texas.
Texas.
North Carolina at North Carolina State.
I'll take NC State.
And the big one, oh, not the big one yet, South Carolina at Arkansas.
Arkansas.
The big one, LSU at Bama.
I lived down in Huntsville for a bit. To go to a few of the games, so roll tide, roll on that one.
NFL games, Seahawks at the Cowboys, Seattle at Dallas.
I'm the only one who's picking them, but I'm taking the Seahawks.
Cleveland at Houston.
Take Houston.
Baltimore at Pittsburgh.
Gotta like the Steelers, Pitt.
Jets at Buffalo.
I believe they're the closest team to Canada, so I gotta go with Buffalo.
Tampa Bay at New Orleans.
I will go with Tampa on that one.
All right, we got verifiable proof. We'll see you do next week, and we'll post it.
Very good. Verified.
Okay, tell me about, you got two back-to-back games with Odessa Jackalopes this weekend. What type of team are they? What do you know about them? Is there anything in particular going to stick out as far as a key?
You know, we've only had an opportunity to actually face them so far once this year, and it was a tight game. It was a 2-1 game. I thought that they outplayed us physically, and Greg Greel did a great job of standing up in net for us and keeping us in it. We've watched quite a bit of video on them, so we're prepared as far as their systems go and their special team and their personnel. But at the end of the day, we need to do the little things. We need to make sure we finish our checks, make sure we drive their D wide, and I think if we do that, it's our game to lose. But again, we have to perform for 60 minutes to do that.
Okay. Apologize, I run out of battery power here. Let's go through your picks real quick so we have proof of who you picked. High school games, San Angelo Central at Tascosa.
Tascosa.
Hereford at Randall.
Randall.
Canyon at Plainview.
Got to take Canyon.
Memphis at Wheeler.
Memphis.
West Texas High at Stratford, Texas.
I'm going with West Texas. Anything involved with Stratford, I'm not interested.
That's probably a wise choice. WT at Midwestern State.
I'm going to take WT, local boys.
An upset. Tech at Texas.
We're going with Texas, Longhorns.
North Carolina at North Carolina State.
We're going Tar Heels, baby, North Carolina.
South Carolina at Arkansas.
South Carolina, got to go with Steve Spurrier there in the Gamecocks.
The big one, LSU at Bama.
You know, all week long I've been thinking I was going to go Bama, but you two jokers picked Bama, so I'm taking LSU.
Again, not a bad decision. The NFL game, Seattle at Dallas.
Goodness, as much as I may not be a Dallas fan, we're going to pick them to beat the Pete Carroll Seahawks up there.
Cleveland at Houston.
Go Brownies.
Baltimore at Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Jets at Buffalo.
Buffalo to keep it rolling.
Last one, Tampa Bay at the Saints.
The Saints will right the ship after the loss last week to the lowly St. Louis Rams and get the win this weekend.
And believe me, if my winning percentage is better than you two, it will be posted online. We'll see.
Please let us know.